Okay guys, in this video you're solving the example you see on the screen, 8 secant squared theta minus 16 equals 0. A lot of people wanted to start this one by factoring with difference of two squares, and then, which is fine, but not the best. But also people were putting that the square root of 8 was 4. That's not true. Then because they did that, they accidentally wrote the square root of 16 as 8. So all that's no bueno. I would start by taking out the greatest common factor. Anytime you can make numbers smaller, make them smaller. That would be 8. You get secant squared theta minus 2 inside there. And then from there, I would still, you could go ahead and factor with difference of squares now. The 8 just stays up front. You can't just get rid of it. So then you get secant theta plus root 2 and secant theta minus root 2 equals 0. Now, if you were to set each factor, zero product property equal to 0, does it make sense to set 8 equal to 0? No, that's not true. 8's a constant. You can't get 8 equal to 0. Then you set the secant theta plus root 2 equal to 0. Subtract root 2 from both sides. So you get secant theta equals negative root 2. And then same idea here. Set secant theta minus root 2 equal to 0. You add root 2 to both sides. So you get secant theta equals positive root 2. So if you were just solving to get it down to this point right here, you're good to go. But we could, without a calculator, solve this one all the way for theta. And we're going to focus on solving between just 0 and 2 pi in radians. So if you can remember on the unit circle, where does secant of theta equal negative root 2? Secant is the reciprocal of cosine. Cosine is x. Cosine is positive in quadrants 1 and 4, so it's negative in quadrants 2 and 3. That means secant is negative root 2 in these two quadrants over here. Secant equals root 2 when cosine is root 2 over 2. Maybe you remember that is the angles exactly in the middle of these quadrants. So secant equals negative root 2 when theta equals 3 pi over 4 and anything coterminal to it. And the other one down here would be 5 pi over 4. And since we have both the positive and the negative, where does secant equal positive root 2? Right there and right there. Same reasoning. What are those other ones then? Quadrant 1 is pi over 4, and quadrant 4 would be then 7 pi over 4. So if we were solving for an angle only between 0 and 2 pi, those 4 angles would be your answer. Otherwise, you would, as you'll see in other lessons in the future, or in, you can check another video in the playlist when we want to write a general solution, or if we're writing on an interval. So we'll get more into that later. But solving for secant theta gets you here. You also could have added the 16 over, divide by 8, you get 2. Take the square root of both sides, put plus minus, and you still get plus minus root 2. You choose which one you think's better, and that's it. So if you feel good about it, great. If you don't, go watch another one, watch this one again, try it again. Okay? Thumbs up if you like it, and thumbs down if you hate it. Bye.